Ozzy? Okay, so before we go to the assignment part, let's have the other theorems first. Okay. Who wants to help me check the attendance? Medyo matalino. Sorry po ha. Lagi na lang sila nag-check na attendance. Kasi sayang yung time, no? If you notice, no? I value the time. In math kasi it's so difficult to actually budget the time. Okay, sige, Janine, can you actually check? Janine, is it okay? Thumbs up, Janine. Attendance? Okay. I think this is better, huh? That's what. Ayan. So last time we're here, right? We talked about the segment of the two chords. And then if these two chords intersect inside the circle, then there is segments, no? Two segments created for each chord. Nakuha? Okay. So it doesn't mean to say that if we multiply those two segments from each chord, it doesn't mean to say that uh, it is the measurement of the length of the chord. Hindi po yun, ha? Okay, sige, let's have the various example of this one because it's tricky, by the way. No? Baka lumabas ito sa example. Okay, so we know about this one already, no? Okay, so what have we done about this one? Assignment? Parang hindi na naman intindihan, okay? So, simple, no? Okay, this is but 2x plus 3x, no? You're just adding the minor arc and the major arc, okay? 2x plus 3x. That's the hint already there, no? Okay. We have that theorem, no? If you add them, the two arcs, meron ganyan theorem, no? Then, uh, adjacent ang tawag sa kanila, no? Okay, but this is just 2x and 3x, adjacent. And they complete actually the 360. 2x plus 3x is equal to 360. That is quick as that, no? Kuha? Okay. That is why you can find the x. 2x plus 3x is equals 360. 360 po ito, no? Degrees. And what about this? This y here is but the angle, okay, created with this, from this chord, okay, by this chord and this tangent line. So that is the angle y there. What is the equivalent of that? It's just the 1/2 of 3x, no? Okay, whatever you value for x is, okay, substituted with the x here in 3x, and half of it, that is the value of y. Naintindihan niyo yung sinasabi ko? Hindi na ako kailangan magsulat dyan, no? Okay, I just review that one for you. love the theorem. Kung hindi yung, um, hindi ko sinasabing i-memorize nyo. Love the formula being created by those theorem because if not, kahit basahin niyo pa ulit-ulit yan. That's why I want you to be actually doing, okay, sige, this window will open a theorem. And then a theorem, then there is what statements, of course. No? I want you to be actually creating a formula for those theorems para hindi kayo nahihilo. Okay, ha? Okay, together with the illustration. Naintindihan? Okay, para hindi kayo ganun ng ganun sa libro. Tignan niyo mabuti. Check, no? With the ones you created, screenshots maybe of the statement of those theorem, statements of this theorem, illustration, and the formula. It's up to you, no? So for this one, I could be actually seeing this one, no? If you notice, at first, okay, if you may continue this para magamit nyo to, you can use this during the periodical. It might be hard kasi, no? Okay. So for this one, okay, gather or screenshot every theorem there. Okay, this one. See? This one only do not have examples anymore. If I were you, examples, you just review those from your textbook. Okay? So for this one, you're just creating the summary of those postulates, theorems, and corollaries if there are. So this is the theorem, postulate, and then do the illustration, screenshot that also, copy, paste. And then if there is formula, you can actually create the formula here. It's up to you, no? Beside the two. These ones, okay, parang wala namang formula dyan, but of course, no? Must be, you must be in details of those, what the theorem is saying, no? What are those parts of the circle that it highlights? And then you create, what we call this, relation, no? It's up to you. And then, okay, if the theorem requires a formula, if the theorem actually states a formula, then that's what I'm saying, no? You just write it here beside the two. The theorem and the illustration. Okay. Ganyan ang mangyayari. Mas mabilis yan, no? Okay, para mabilis kayo sa periodical, hindi yung wala na kayong masagot, no? Because it will be complicated drawing, maybe. That I'll give you. That is why. Okay? Okay, let's go now there. So we're here. Okay, these chords intersecting in this part of the circle inside, no? At point F. Okay, we call it internal point. Maybe, sige, intersection eh. It's inside. It's not external point. No? The point that is inside the circle. Okay. So pag sinabing, let's for instance, have this one, no? That's why I'm not saying that the product could be the measurement. Take note of this one, no? Okay, we're there. We're just reviewing. It is a tricky part. Okay. Let's for instance say I have that, no? Two chords. And then I will assign values. Take note. Okay, let's use this. I want to have this highlight. Gusto ko yung flat. Okay, sige, let's go. It's, for instance, say, no, this is shorter, this is longer. If I say, for instance, this is, sige, let's make it, this is much longer, ha? Okay, so ito na lang. So it is realistic. Okay? So for instance, this is 2. In here, I guess. 1, 2, sige. Parang dito. Okay, somewhere there. Okay, somewhere there out there. Okay. So we don't have this one, no? Okay. Let's say for instance that this is 2, okay? This segment of that chord and this is the product, 2 and 3, no? This is chord. That's 2 times 3. And then the theorem says this is the point of intersection, no? Okay. Let's say for instance this is 1, no? We do not have the accurate drawing. And then what is this 1? No? It's 6 obviously, no? 1 should be paired into 6. Why? Because it's 2 times 3 and 1 and 6. Am I right? Okay. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then 1 times 6 is 6, obviously. Okay, there is but a ratio and proportion involved, right? Am I right? Or baka you might forget about the ratio and proportion. So that's 6 and 6 again. There is a chord there. Okay. When they intersect, the two chords intersect, this is the point of intersection. Okay. For those chords, each chord creates two segments. Okay. So for this one, this chord here, it's 2 and 3. Multiply together, it gives you 6. But what about this one? Okay. Not accurate drawing, huh? If this is 1, what is this segment here? It is 6. Okay. So they must be equal. But it doesn't mean to say that 6 now and 6 here is the measurement of the chords, no? Okay. What is the measurement of the chords? Respectively, this must be 2 plus 3, that is 5. See? And then 1 plus 6, it's 7. See? 1 plus 6, it's 7. 2 plus 3 is 5. You see? This is the actual measurement of the length of the chords, but not this one. Okay? Okay, not this one. Okay? Nakuha? Tignan ko yung thumbs up. Kung naiintindihan. Did you get that idea? Okay. In that theorem, it's saying also only the products of those segments. But it's not saying both chords are the same, no, in terms of the measurement. In length, no? In length, ha? Okay, nakuha? Okay, thumbs up. Lalabas ito. Pag hindi maintindihan ko po. Mahirap. Si Alina Venice. Nakuha. Nag-enjoy ka? Gusto mo mag-engineer, Alina? Okay, sige. Let's go now there. So we're done with that one. It's not emphasized there, no? The actual length of the measurement of the length of the chords. Okay, so we go to the next. Okay, so this one, if you see this, the theorem clearly states, no? This one, itong mas maikli. Okay, this is more shorter, no? It's more shorter. This is shorter. There's no more there, no? Grammatically excessive in words. No, it's shorter. This one is shorter compared to, of course, the secant segment. No? This one. Okay, but make sure, no, that you can distinguish that the secant segment. This is the whole, no, from this point to that point. It has two parts. Okay, when we involve the segment of the tangent intersecting with the segment itself of the secant. No, this is the secant. This is the tangent. What is the formula again that we created there? Tatandaan nyo yun, ha? Yung mga formula. Okay, if you actually miss the writings of my formula here, you can have it. So you can go back to the textbook and there are those formulas there that you can actually copy. Oh. Okay. So again, the review here is that ano po? Sige, mag-send na ulit yung mga makakahabol sa assignment. You can send your assignment now. Okay? Okay, sige, lakihan na natin to. So again, from here to here, from this point to that point, Okay, so from this point to that moment, that is what your tangent segment that you have to square. Am I right? So if that is a segment PS, this one, point P, point S, is a segment PS, you have to square that. And then you have to have this one, no? From this point PR, sorry, point P to R is a segment again. Okay. That is a PR segment. And then multiply it, no? Okay. With this one. Itong external segment. This one. Point P to Q is a segment that we call external secant segment, no? PQ. Okay, don't forget this, no? Okay, so mumultiply yan, no? Okay. So whatever is given there amongst three, no? If this is given and that is given, you can actually have that, no? If this is given, you can actually have the measurement of this one, no? The measurement, the length. Okay, so the three can be solved for as long as the two, okay, amongst the three is given or given. Kuha? Okay, nagkakaintindihan, no? It's easy, no? Okay, square, and then the multiplication. You just have to trust yourself that you can recall the algebra. Nakuha. Okay, sige, meron mamaya mga practice. Tignan natin. And siguro, I'll leave you the assignment that you can answer the milestones. No? And that is the preparation. I do not know. The surgeon will enter on Wednesday. And we will have that, no? One by one as a review on that. Okay? The milestones. Okay. Now with this review, we go to this one now. So this one, no? It is but clear. This is but the tangent segment. If this is DC being squared, and then the multiplication of the external secant segment, which is EC, this one. And then from point B to C is of course the whole segment of the secant, no? Hindi mo siya hindi po ito B hanggang E. Naku po, wrong na yung formula. No? From point B to E, it's not, no? But it's point B to point C. That is BC. The whole segment, that is the secant segment, times just the part of the secant segment, which is the external, this one, easy. External secant segment, easy. Tandaan nyo yan. Let's go now here. Okay, this is so easy, no? Okay, even if you do not read any of the theorem, just read it by your own. Okay, it is actually related to 4.13, I guess. No, I will not go to that theorem anymore. Okay, what is the similarity between the two? Anyone? Ano mangyayari? This is still what do you call this one? A ratio and proportion again, no? Do you think this is a ratio and proportion? Anyone? Ito po. Ratio and proportion ba yan? Ito to. Ratio and proportion yan, no? Ito po. Okay, sige, tingnan natin. What page is that? It's 206. Okay, sige. So, I'm opening these two so that you're not confused. Okay, so let's have this one, no? Okay. So this one, not instead, but we actually relate this figure from the that's 4.13 that is saying there are two chords intersecting inside the circle, no? Two chords. Okay, now this one is not two chords, no? Remember this one in broken lines are two chords. Okay, there are two chords. By the way, it was considered as part of the proof Okay, for this theorem. So instead of chords now, we do have 2 secant, no? 2 secant from point B to point C, from point D to point C. Okay, they are not intersecting, of course, inside the circle, but the point of intersection is an external at point C, no? To portion, no? When you extend the secant there from this point B, okay, towards that direction, and this one also secant from point D, no? From the circumference of the circle towards that, no? So that's secant, then we intersect at point C. This is external point, no? Point, external point, no? Intersection of intersection. Okay. We intersect at point C. Now, what this theorem is saying is the same, no? Okay, it's almost the same as that 4.13. Paano, no? So, you have this point B to point E. It's the segment of that secant. And then E to C. Okay, you see this one, no? B, C, C, E. It's a multiplication. Again, sorry. Hindi na siya ganun. Okay? So, mag-iiba na siya. Okay? Hindi siya yung B, E, E, C. Na-confuse na naman si Sir. Kasi pag B, E, E, C, naku, yung unang theorem yun, no? The previous theorem, the first ahead of this one. Okay, it will be considering the whole segment, BC, ayan siya, BC, times the external part of that secant, no? It's AC. Again, the whole segment, BC, times the external, it's EC. Ayan siya. Okay? So likewise, the same, no? This is a secant. It is equal to dog, DC, segment DC. Okay? Ito kasi is parang mali, no? Okay, ito yung pinaka-final formula. What we call the ratio and proportion. Kaya lang ang mali dito, wala siyang yung segment, no? Sa taas. Okay, dapat may arrow yun, eh. Arrow, segment. Segment is with arrow, no? Okay, we know the difference with if you draw a line, a segment, and a ray, ha? Okay, the difference between the three. Nakuha? Okay. So this one, kulang lang siya ng segment on top of those letters. B, C, C, E, D, C, and C, F. Again, this is DC, point B to C. That's a segment. There must be a segment, no? Sa taas, drawing. Okay, segment is with 2 arrows. Ay, with 2 arrows pa? That's a line. Okay, just a segment like that. Sorry, segment is like that. Okay, a line kasi is 2 arrows pa. Sorry. Okay, I mistake. So that's the difference now of this theorem to that theorem of the 2 chords intersecting. These two are 2 secants intersecting outside the circle, no? With this point of intersection that we call external point. Nakuha? Okay, basically they're the same. Okay? So we use the ratio and proportion. Bakit naging ratio and proportion yun, sir? Diyos ko po. Tignan natin. No? Bakit hindi magiging ratio and proportion? Tignan mo. Itong dalawang ito. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ang short ng time ko. Gusto kong time ng AP. Pero gusto dapat nakipagpalit ako noon. Na-capture ba? Okay. Baka ito, lumabas sa board exam nyo ito, no? Pag college na kayo. Pag tapos na. Ito ba ay ratio and proportion? Yes, no? Okay. You see this one. This can be a ratio and proportion. Why, class? A ratio kasi is with, of course, no, division. Okay, but how do you actually create a division there? Dito. Paano nyo makikreate yung division dyan? Ito lang siya, no? Kung ito ay may value, kunyari, 2 siya, times 3 siya, Tapos 1 na naman siya. Times 6 siya. Right? Pwede yan, no? Like for instance, ito pa I can get rid of 2 in actually, this is equal sign, ha? Okay. And actually, divide the right side with 2. Yes. No? Okay, that's 2. Okay, getting rid of 2. Ako, ha? Okay, here. And then what about this 6 here? You want to actually get rid of 6 there and divide this 2 over 3 by 6? Yes. No? So this one is gone. That is gone. This 2 is gone. No? So therefore, it is but a ratio and proportion. No? Okay, and proportion that is created is actually 3 over 6 and 1 half. You see, they are equal, no? Ratio and proportion says that, of course, the two sides of the equation must be equal. 3 over 6 is 1 half is equal to 1 half. Did you get that? Okay. Nakuha? Thumbs up kayo. Okay. Kung meron ganun, no? Ratio and proportion yun. Product. See? Especially if there is equal sign there. Naintindihan? Okay. Ratio and proportion. As simple as that. Naintindihan? Okay. So ratio and proportion. Okay, let's go back there now and use this one. Because we are actually looking for the values of A and B. Apply those theorem, no? Okay, sige, tulan na natin to. Okay. So this one, if you are to look for letter A here, this part, okay? Hindi po ito angle, ha? Okay, nanahimik muna tayo sa angle. Baka segment ako ng segment dito, tapos ang perception, how you perceive my teaching is an angle. I never actually said the word angle or angles, no? I've been saying it's segment. For the last theorems that we tackled, no, that we are discussing, it's segment. Okay. So we're looking for the segment, this one, no, the length measurement of this A, and then this B also. Given a one segment of the chord, and the other segment, it's 5, no? And then part of the secant, no, segment is this part here where you have 2, no? And unknown A segment, actually there are 2 segments in secant here. Unknown is 2, they are letters A and B. From this point to that point, this 2 is given, part of that secant. And then we also have this one, no? We call this tangent line. But to be specific, this is a tangent segment from this point to that point of tangency. Okay? This is a tangent segment. Okay, let's go now there. No? What are you going to be actually using? Okay. So we'll solve for letter A. Okay. So for letter A, you just have to actually limit yourself. No? Do not overthink. Okay. A is to be actually looked or solved. Sige, let's look for the value of letter A. But what actually you want to invoke? What actually are the parts that you want to invoke? So limit yourself to have the theorem having the chords only, from this point to that point. Okay, and then that is one chord intersecting with the other chord point to this point. Did you get that? Okay. So you are actually looking for letter A. No? Don't get confused. You cannot solve 2 letters in algebra at the same time. You can, but 2 systems na yun, no? It's hard. Okay. So for this one, it's one at a time, no? Theorem. A theorem that will help you is actually 2 chords intersecting, no? Each other. So this one is 1 times 5, okay, equals A times 2. Okay. This is the formula of based from that theorem. Do not know what that is now, no? 4.13, it's up to you to check. And then a times 2 is 2a, 1 times 5 is 5. What's the value of a? Of course, divide both sides by 2. No? To get rid of 2, then you get the value of a. 5 over 2 is 2.5. No? I don't need to write. Sayang lang yung ako magsusulat. Why should I need to actually write? No? Why do I need to write? No more. No? So this formula and this solution is enough for letter A. Okay? So take note of that. A, no? 2.5. Now, we go to letter B. This is quite hard, no? But you must have the concept, or you must actually uh, recall. You must actually recall easily, no? The concept. Or you involve the B there, no? Paano itong B, no? So itong B, I'll involve this one now, no? Okay, ito, at saka ito, no? Kasi secant and the tangent, or the tangent segment. How? This one will be actually, formula will be square the 3, no? Okay, is it squaring the 3? Yes, it is square the 3. Okay. And then what do I need? Okay, I square the 3 is equal to, okay, what part of this secant is what I need? Anyone? Sige. What part of this secant? Sige, you look at your textbook if you want to actually look at your textbook. Okay, what part of this secant segment do I need? We need the product, no? But what part of the parts, dalawa, parts of the segment, secant segment, do you need? Anyone? Sige, go. Okay, let's first identify, I think, the whole segment. Okay? Sige. Ano yung part na yun? The whole segment. Open your mind. Again. 3 is being square equals, no? Sige, dali. Tingin din kayo sa textbook if you want. What part of that secant segment do we need? Are we to actually involve, no? Para ma-solve natin ito. Naku po. So we are just involving the parts of the segment. The secant, no? As a whole. Ano yung mga parts na yun? Okay, huwag malilito, ha? Ano, sana ba yun? Okay, sige, let's go. Okay, anong kailangan natin dyan? Anyone? Ako, nangahimik na sila. Okay. So, wag malilito, no? Ang kailangan natin dyan, all we need from that secant is, of course, no? To equate the 3 square, which is the square of the, what they call this one? Tangent segment is, there are 2, no? Okay, there are 2. Okay. Isn't it that we need the whole segment, no? Of the secant. Okay, hindi mo siya hatiin from this point. No. We need this one, no? So we need 2. Or not that 2. Start with B plus 2 plus A, no? Okay. B plus 2 plus A. That is the whole segment. Okay. And then the other is, of course, no, from this point to this point is B, no? We call this one the external secant segment, no? From this point to that point, it's just but B. Okay. This is B, no? Okay. That is why Bahala kayo kung paano niyo siya intindihan. But not this one, no? It's B, tapos 2 plus A. Eh, what about the B, no? Yung read B because it's the whole segment. Because it's 2 plus A alone, so this is what the internal, no? Internal segment. Secant segment that you involve only, not the whole segment. Okay? Okay, so we need this, no? Nakuha? Okay. Ano ba nung sabi dun sa libro? Okay, sabi dyan, pareho, no? Pero ito, okay, medyo nalito lang kayo rito. Ang dami kasing parentheses, no? But this is but associative property of addition, no? You don't need to actually use any more the parentheses anymore a lot because you may perceive it as multiplication. A plus 2 in parentheses plus B, ang haba naman kasi nito, no? So, diretso, ito sa ginawa ko, no? Okay, you need to have just B plus 2 plus A, no? Okay, 2 plus A and plus B. It's up to you, no? Okay. Now, how do we actually solve for B again? So, 3 times 3, it's 9. And then, this one is A. It's not unknown anymore. It's about 2.5, isn't it? So, it's B plus 2 plus 2.5 is a 4.5 already. And then this one is a B there, no? Okay, you can write it like that. Okay. So, what happens now? Multiplication, distributive, no? B times B is of course a B squared. And then 4.5 times B of course a 4.5 B. And then this one is a 9. And then if you notice, this is square. And then there's B there, no? A B and a B that is being squared. It is quadratic now, right? Okay. So, join them together because it is a quadratic. B squared plus a 4.5B and then a minus 9. Why a minus 9? Transpose, no? The 9 there, which is positive from left, it is a minus now, negative. So what you see there is the same as a textbook, no? Okay. Tingnan nyo kung saan-saan na susulat, no? Pwede nyo gawin yun, no? Delete from the textbook. Kung yun niya siya naiintindihan, by all means, doon nyo siya naiintindihan, no? And then 1.5 is the answer. Why? Because we make use of the formula that is this one, no? A minus B plus minus, okay. So you might be actually wondering, sir, paano po yan? Ito ang B, no? The value of B will be determined by your coefficients. Ano ba yung coefficients nyo yun? Baka hindi nyo na naintindihan, no? You can still recall this. Can you raise your hand? Makikita ko kaagad how good are you. Okay, quadratic formula. Who can actually recall the quadratic formula? Raise your hand. Sino ang nakaka-recall ng quadratic formula? Ay, naku po. Okay. This is your quadratic formula, no? Okay. Ito po yung quadratic formula nyo, no? Okay. There are different, actually, assigned values for this one. But ABC is constant there. Their coefficients. And then ito yung sinusolve nyo, no? This is what we're going to be actually solving. And then you just continue, no? And recall this one. So if we are here, how do you solve for 1.5? This is quadratic class, no? Okay. You are actually solving for letter B. Okay, so you make use of B. Looking for B. Formula is but a minus B. That is a coefficient, no? Okay. So for this one, your coefficient is this one, no? D. Okay. This is actually A here, 1, imaginary. And then this one is your B, a 4.5. And C is a negative, no? 9. So it's plus minus square root of B squared minus 4AC. Okay. Do you recall it now? And then 2A is equal to, now we're looking for the value of B. B here, no? That is B being squared. B here not being squared. That is by multiplied by 4.5. How do you solve it again? Okay, let's recall. Negative is a constant there. What is the value of B? It's a positive 4.5. And then plus minus. And then, okay, this one is but the square root. B again is being used. But of course, it's being squared in the formula 4. And then what is A there? Imaginary 1. No? A B square has a coefficient that is imaginary 1. And then 1. What is the value of C? It's of course not just 9, but include that minus there. Make it a sign. It's a negative 9. Okay? So that is a negative 9. So again, that is not. And then this one, ano ito? Okay. 2. And then of course, A is what? 2A yan. Okay. So this one now, bahala na kayo, no? Okay, to actually examine if it really of 1.5 is the value of B. Okay, so it's up to you. How you recall the quadratic formula? Okay, I will not actually restrict you to Google if that is needed in the periodical, the quadratic formula. Okay, ganyan lang. Google lang kayo, yan na siya kaagad. Sign nyo, no? Okay, can you recall it? Quadratic formula? Yes. Pag hindi nyo na-recall yan, my God, my goodness talaga. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, huwag na kayo mag-stress. Okay, that is not complicated. Marami pang complicated dyan. Okay, it's 12:24. Okay, I guess. You go here now in your assignment. And then, assignment is 1 there. And then these milestones, no? Okay. So today is Monday. I want you to have this from A to B. Okay. To C. Okay, not D because it's proving something. No? But I want to make use of this one. No? Parang sarap lang. Okay. So you do not answer up to D, not up to D, but D and the remaining letters. No more. Okay. Parang I want you to answer this. Include this, no? Long assignment. And that assignment can be a quiz on Wednesday. I do not know, no? Sige. Let me figure out what we're going to actually doing on Wednesday. But I want it to be actually as nice as possible because you don't know. Your principal might actually uh, enter. No? Again, your assignment is answering A, letter A, up to the letter C. Okay, not D anymore. Up A to C, and then involve this because I'm seeing there are two chords there. No? How do you actually solve for this value of 1? Okay? So ito po. Yung number 5 of letter E. Okay, sige. I'll write that. Okay. So again, that is an assignment. It could be a quiz after discussing or recalling everything there and part of the quiz. Magre-recall lang tayo. And then, the take home or not take home, yeah, it's a homework. Could be, no? A converted quiz for you on Wednesday. Nakuha, meron lang tayong i-review. And then we review it. We involve you. And then be wise. Be smart. To be actually giving the answers so that you earn, of course, points for your recitations. Okay? Naintindihan? Okay, na mag-observe. I will not be just, I will not be the one who will be observed alone. No? They will observe you also. Okay? Sige. Let's have this one now. The assignment. Okay? Pass the assignment now dun sa mga nahihirapan pa rin sa algebra. Okay? I don't need to actually kailangang magalit. No? Why should I be angry kung talagang hindi nyo kaya? So simple, algebra, hindi maintindihan, no? Eh, patay na talaga tayo. Okay, let's have this. What is your answer? Who do have answer that is 5? Okay. We're looking for 5 degrees lang. Okay, sige. Open your mic and we go to your solution. The answer for that angle is 5. Sino may sagot na 5? Okay, Aliyah. Okay, let's go to Aliyah so that we will be fast. So again, no? Sige. I-remind ko rin kayo what will happen in the observation. Sige ba? Yeah, wala na. Hindi na nagpo-function yung aking hindi nag sorry. Hindi nag-function yung keyboard ko. Okay, let's have this one, no? Analysis of Aliyah and her answer is 5. Okay, so spare me 2 to 3 minutes. I know it's 12:20 na. Okay, wala na pa magpapasa ng assignment, ha? We are discussing it now. Okay, let's go. Okay, Aliyah, sige ha. Kung kailangan mo ng illustration, wag sabi ka lang, papalakihin ko to. Pupunta ako dito, no? Okay, sige. I'm ready. Aliyah, go. Discuss it. Aliyah?
Sir, so to get the bigger arc,
Read first this one.
uh, determine the measure of the angle formed by 2 seconds if one of the intercepted arc is 10 degrees less than the measure of the other arc.
Okay. What's your first step?
First step is to get the bigger arc, and
Yes,
then
right?
which is the x. And then after, we're going to so it's going to be x minus 10 plus x equals to 180 degrees. And then add the common which is the common terms, which is x and x. So it's going to be the common like terms,
Mm,
which is x. So it's going to be 2x. And then ilipat po yung 10 sa 180. So
okay,
it's
sige.
going to be
I'll cut
1.
you there. Okay, I'll cut you there, ha? Okay. Okay, yours is absolute value kasi, no? Okay, I'll cut you there. So what we're going to be actually doing, tama ka doon, no? Pero nasa complete ka na. Hold on. Complete show how algebra is being applied to this one. Hold on. Thank you, Aliyah. You got the right answer. Very good. Dali lang po. Ano ba itong meeting tool na to? Bakit ayaw mag-work? Windows, Shift, S. Again, Windows, Shift, S. I think mayroong problema ito. Hindi lang po. Okay, sige. Hindi kasi, sorry. Sorry. Give me a minute, sorry. Okay, sige. Who wants to actually si John Rain? No? John Rain, help mo ako na. Sige, go. Sorry ha, hindi ako maka... There's technicality, I can use my keyboard. That's why I cannot snip tool it to present it to you. Okay, can you snip tool that, John Rain, and follow me? Go. Present it now. And then let's override it. Make it fast now. Share it. Okay? Okay, this is what you're going to actually do. Okay, si John Rain, mabilis. Okay, bear with me.
Kamay ka na, present it, sir.
Yes, please. Okay, snip tool that first, screenshot it, and then I'll tell you what to do. Okay, sorry po. Okay, so again, no, you may do Alia's work. I'll give that to you later in the GC, but that's concrete or that's absolute value. There is value assigned to those involved. What do you call that one? Arcs, arc measurement, and the angle. But for this one, this is relative value. Sige, tignan natin, no? Okay na dyan, Rain. Pag na-screenshot mo na, share mo na siya. And then magsusulat ka dyan. Parang ginagawa ko. Let's go. So you see, no? Okay. Okay, make it big. Okay, sige, it's up to you to try it over there. So what is the theorem that will actually help you solve for that angle that you're looking for, no? Okay, there is, can you point the angle there? Ano pangalan nito? John Rain, that we're looking for? Yan, yan yung angle na yan, no? Okay, yan. Okay, that is the point of intersection, external point of the two secants, no? See? Okay, the angle basically that we're looking for is the angle between the two secant lines. Am I correct? Okay. Ayun, how to solve? Assign y to that. Can you just create a ray there? Okay, that is yung exact angle, ha? Okay, point, yeah, that angle. Okay, that angle. Yan. Can you create a ray there? And that is an angle that we're looking for assigned y there. Y. That is y, letter y. Y. Sige.
Sorry, sir, I don't understand instruction.
Okay, from that point, sige, I'm looking at your, sorry, hold on po. Ang hirap pagka, dali ha, nakihan ko lang yung aking screen. Baka hindi na tayo magkaintindihan dito. Okay, sige. The angle that you are to solve there is, can you point that, John Rain? Okay. Can you create a ray? No? A ray. A line that has arrow. Sige. Create ka ng ray. And then you assign, yan. Kahit saan part. Okay, that is, bakit ka naman pumunta dyan? Sige. Bawiin mo. Kahit saan ka pumunta, wag lang naman doon sa mga x minus 10. Suntukin kita. Okay. Kahit saan ka pumunta. Okay, that is y. Okay, assign value. Sorry, assign a letter that is y there. That is y, no? Okay, y. Y will be equal to, what is the theorem that we are actually need, no? Okay, y is equal to 1/2. Tama ba? Hindi na makita yung, pwede ka magsulat anywhere dyan. Naka-step tool ka na. Huwag dyan. May black na dyan. Dito, dun sa part ng gray, part. Huwag dyan. Dire-diretso mo na. Punta ka dun sa labas, sa gray. Gray part. Gray part. Black part pa rin yan. Punta ka na dun. Okay. Gusto ko sa gray ka magsulat. Bilisan mo. Wala na tayong time. Okay. Sa gray part, ang laki-laki ng background mo dyan, oh. Hindi mo. Bilisan mo. Okay, what is the theorem? Y muna. Equals 1/2. Okay, di ba? Times the difference of the bigger arc minus, which is the bigger arc? It's x, right? Minus, okay, x minus 10. Okay. Naintindihan? Nakuha? Dapat ganyan ang formula nyo, no? Y is equal to 1/2 of the bigger arc, that is x, minus the smaller arc, that is x minus 10. Very good. Okay? How do you solve that? Sige, go, John Rain. Okay, can I remove the parentheses of x minus 10? Yes. No? Okay, go. Y is equal to 1/2. Bilisan mo. Okay? X minus x, and then that is crucial. A negative and a negative, a minus and negative is a positive. It's a 10, plus 10. Okay, you're dropping the parentheses inside. Okay, isn't it? Okay, what happens to x minus x? Cancel, no? Okay, x minus x cancelled. That is, okay, y is equal to, okay, 10 over 2. 10 times 1/2 is 5. Okay. Therefore, it's easy, no? Hindi po siya absolute. Wag po kayong ganun. Dangerous yung ginagawa niyo. Okay? So you try, no? If the other letter in the algebra, kasi dalawa dyan values eh, no? X and Y could be eliminated. Okay, eliminated na yung X. That's why Y is equal to 5. Ayan siya. Nakuha? Aliyah? Ganyan lang siya ka-easy. Okay, y is equal to 5. Okay, did you understand that, Sam? Samuel? Thumbs up. Okay. Okay, ganyan lang siya ka-easy, class, no? Now, we call it a relative value, not absolute value, no? Any measurement you assign to x, it is still bigger than x minus 10. You assign any number, then it is, no? It's still a bigger number if you assign any number for x. X minus 10 is always a shorter number because of the minus 10. Okay, you tell you. No? Mag-assign ka ng 100 sa x. Okay, 100 minus 100 minus 10. It gives you always 10, the value, no? And then you divide it by 2 because of the formula of the theorem. It's giving you 5 always. That is what we call the relative value. Okay, compared to the absolute value. Absolute value kasi yung pangalan nito kay Elia, no? Okay, that's it, no? As easy as that. That is why the answer is but 5. Okay, the angle that we're looking for, which is there, no? Okay, is 5. Okay, that's it. Okay, don't forget your assignment, ha? Attendance, Janine, thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.